Hi, I'm AJ.
I'm Jeremy.
And he's immortal, turns out.
Pretty much. Welcome back for our, what is today, Wednesday?
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
I totally forgot. I kind of didn't exist yesterday, so whatever. Going into the news, Nevada actually has done something really great, and it turns out it is a throwback story to a previous show about Google's self-driving car. And
So happy.
Nevada decided that it is such a cool state, because it is a pretty cool state. I went there for a couple of days. But they have licensed Google's first automated driving car. Yay.
Good luck, Nevadans, on getting one.
The one that they licensed first, of course, is a Prius, because, well, Google likes green stuff, and stuff that will break very, very terribly on them. But it can, this car can now be legally driven in Nevada on the highway, and on the license plate to denote that it is a self-driving vehicle on the creative left side, or your anyways, the left side where excuse me, words are not coming out, where you would put something cool like a dog symbol or something for your fanciness. There's going to be an infinity symbol, which I think is cool. I'd ask if I could have that and just not have the red background to denote it's a smart car. Can I just have that infinity symbol on there? Maybe. It is.
All right, on to the next.
Nebraska. Another end state.
All right. And I completely forgot which story this was.
See, that's why I outlined them now.
Ah, right. Okay. So, there's a businessman over in Nebraska. Sorry, Nebraska's just so forgettable.
No, it's not. I have a really good friend in Nebraska.
I forget it's a state sometimes.
You forget a lot of things a lot of times.
Well, this guy in Nebraska didn't want to be forgotten, and so he changed his name to Tyrannosaurus Rex Gold. Now, Gold was actually originally his last name, originally Tyler Gold, and he's a businessman and just really wanted to be a memorable person. And, yeah, I think this is going to work.
The kid's 23 years old, younger than either of us, and he has ambition, apparently, because he wanted to change his name to something so much cooler and so much less forgettable than Tyler. So, yeah, T-Rex.
T-Rex.
You can do it. Good luck, and, do good stuff. Moving on to some slightly more serious news. You may have heard recently that the CIA busted some plot to have an improved underwear bomb, used on the United States via airplane. Apparently, there's a lot more to it. The CIA actually had a mole in Al-Qaida, which is a big deal. I mean, you think about, CIA putting moles in places. The thing about Al-Qaida is that they're actually really, really thorough about the people that they let into their groups and make sure that they are thoroughly ideologically sound.
Brainwashed.
And pure, I think, is the actual term that they use.
Purely brainwashed.
Purely brainwashed. Scrubbed clean, but moving on. And they do such a good job that usually if they try and infiltrate Al-Qaida knows, and then we don't see that spy again. But the spy that they had infiltrate actually not only infiltrated, but got to know some of the bombers and was actually put into a cell of bombers and helped kind of renovate the old underwear bomb design, and then stole it, and then took a bunch of information about their other bomb makers and gave it to the CIA. So Yeah.
Nice.
Good guys are winning again. Just that's the point.
All right, this one, science, health science. Love this one.
He loves science. I love espionage.
Right.
Moving
Those
on.
together. Anyway, so a new drug. Well, it's actually not a new drug, but a drug has come out, and for HIV symptoms. It is meant to help people with HIV to combat the problems that come along with that disease. Well, the FDA has reviewed it and put out its favorable opinion of this drug as HIV prevention. This is major when a large portion of the world now has this disease, and it is
rampant.
It is growing rapidly. To be able to have something to be able to prevent it is amazing.
I mean, it's still a giant problem in places like Africa, where there's just terrible health conditions, and I remember in my lifetime, first hearing about HIV and it's terrible, and the fear mongering from the 90s when people were just starting to even conceive of grasping what the disease is all about. And now, where this disease was, devastatingly, absolutely fatal even 10 years ago, the medical advancements that we've had in this decade is amazing. Love it.
And if you know anything about the HIV virus, to be able to prevent it is wow.
Well, yeah, because it literally attacks your white blood cells so that you don't have any more. It attacks attacks other viruses.
That, and it's constantly shifting. That's the crazy thing about it.
It's
evolves. Like a chameleon.
Yeah. So, moving on to Texas news, because we need a little Texas news. A kid in Wilmer, Texas, just outside of the Dallas area, by the name of Keithan. Keithan?
Yeah, Keithan.
Keithan, that's awesome. Keithan Manuel went into the Wilmer police station the way some people do, and unlike a lot of people, he drew his hand covered in a towel, pointed it at a dispatch officer that was behind a counter, and said, "Give me all your money." So
really?
She was in dispatch, so she hit a button and was like, "I need backup now," and the kid got swarmed, taken down, arrested, no gun, and he swears up and down he was just playing around. He never said he didn't have no gun, something. Go down and read exactly what he said, because they have a direct quote as to what he said, and it's ignorant and stunning.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't shot.
I'm surprised he wasn't shot too, because if you're holding a gun at a police station, the logical thing is to shoot first and don't ask questions. Not even ask questions later. Just don't ask questions, because the guy claimed to have a gun. Bang, 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 bang.
What if he did have a gun? Well, then you're going to die if you don't do something.
Yeah, exactly. If he did have a gun, that could have been a very bad situation. So I'll admit I'm glad he didn't die.
Yeah.
But at the same time, stupid. And we move on to France-ish.
France-ish. Interpol, actually. International Police. The head of Interpol, Ku Boon Hui, awesome name, has come out and said that organized crime is actually behind most of internet, crime. So, all those identity theft problems, all those stealing from banks virtually problems, all those spam that you get that spams you out of your money. Turns out that's organized. That is like mob stuff.
Big mob stuff.
Now, if you're really into the internet kind of stuff, you're actually not too surprised by this. But those of us that are just, kind of casual with the net, yeah, it kind of caught me a little off guard.
He is not just casual with the net. I'm going to spoil that now. But It's stuff like online gambling and credit card fraud and things are kind of the big ones. And of course, if you online gamble and you give someone else your credit card information or bank account information,
you just lost your internet card. You're not allowed on the internet anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying as a objective observer, because I don't do that. The only online gambling I do is Zynga Poker. That is free. It doesn't cost me money or anyone else money, and it's just fun.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you actually give out real information, you're honestly asking for it to be stolen. If you trust somebody else who is in a seedy kind of situation, gambling is seedy. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah.
But if you trust somebody with your information, you should trust that it will possibly or probably be stolen.
Right.
And these big gangs like the Russian mob or the Chinese people, they have different names for them.
Well,
but
they found out that they get a lot more money out of this than drugs.
Yeah, a lot. Millions and billions of dollars more.
Yep.
So, it's better than I don't know what to say. I'm really kind of stymied by the whole situation. That's why I gave it to him. But moving on to our kind of our really, really awesome story of the day, because I in my family have had a brother who he and his wife tried for a long time to have children, and they just couldn't. It was just not part of the plan at the time. But in Seattle, Washington, a couple by the name of Brian and Misty Baker have been also trying for a extremely long time, and been going through in vitro fertilization efforts that have been crumbling just over and over and over again, and kind of at the end of their rope. And their friends in Indiana, named if I can remember right, Pluck-a-Bomb, Brian and Amber. I should have remembered that. Brian and Brian making me laugh. But the Pluck-a-Bombs volunteered to be gestational surrogates. Well, just the one surrogate.
Right.
Amber is her uterus.
Either way, they made the decision together.
They made the decision together. It's a family decision. They volunteered to host children for them so that their friend the Bakers could have children. And so they went through in vitro fertilization with the Bakers' embryos, and the doctors were like, well, might as well try with you too, just in case, you could have your own children also, carry your own children also. It's a possibility. Why not? And because they tried that, there are now a set of twins in Misty Baker and a set of twins in Amber Pluck-a-Bomb that all belong to the Bakers. And so they're going to have 4 kids, kind of in the same general time frame of somewhere between now and June. They're probably going to be born early because that's what happens when you have twins, in case you don't know.
After 10 years of trying, they're now going to have 4 at once.
4 at once. Hope, Connor, Madison, and Victoria. Haha. All at once.
Kind of feel sorry for the boy.
I don't.
I feel his pain. Anyway.
Just because you were the only boy for a long time.
All right, going to cover these next 2 real quick. Actually, kind of related here. So the Democratic process has been going through with the Democratic Party, and over in West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia. They decided they really don't like Obama. In fact, really
don't like Obama.
In fact, they don't like him so much they'd rather have inmate Keith Judd.
Currently in the Texas correctional system.
In Texarkana.
For extortion.
Sounds like he'd make a good politician to me.
Right?
Anyway, so yeah, they've decided to have him as their...
a good Democratic politician. Moving on.
Okay. Yeah, moving on. Either way, they'd rather have a criminal, out-and-out criminal, rather than Obama, a criminal who hasn't been caught yet. Aww. Speaking of Obama...
Hey, that's slander. Anyways, so our last story of the day. kind of the big story of today. Obama has finally declared his support of gay marriage. And, well, my knee-jerk reaction, of course, was, well, at least he polarized the debates.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm not sure if most of you know, AJ and I are both Mormon. And contrary to most people's beliefs about what Mormons believe about gay marriage, we think it's not right. Honestly, it's not, you know, marriage, man, woman, done.
Right.
Sorry. Like, I don't see where there's a debate there. The debate, of course, being more about the rights of gay couples to do, you know, things,
right.
File taxes together, go see each other, have insurance together. All of the rights and privileges of being committed to each other, I think should be afforded to gay couples.
And
just because they're humans.
For me, it comes down to this. There's been a lot of gay marriage laws that I've been for and against, both ones that were for gay marriage and against gay marriage, simply because I'm of the opinion that you shouldn't be forcing any religion to accept this. This is a major thing for a lot of religions, and it shouldn't be the government's place to force them to do anything against their religion that they see as harmful. If another religion comes out and, you know, makes it so it is okay, fine, good on that religion. But don't come in and tell our religions what we should be doing as long as we're not killing people.
Right.
You know?
People, or even animals, honestly.
Right.
Like, you know, that whole sacrifice thing, that got taken care of a long time ago.
I'm fine with that being...
but moving on.
Yeah, either way.
Point being, now, I may not approve of the lifestyle, but don't trample on people's rights. Period.
Right.
Ever. Because people's rights are very, very fragile things. Once you step on them as a government, it's really hard to get them back. Yeah. Really hard. Ask the, you know, African Americans who used to be slaves, which I don't think there's any of those particular ones left. So,
still, you can read their biographies and stuff.
Still, their biographies and just, you know, the rights that a lot of African Americans didn't even have until 1964, right?
Sure.
64. Civil Rights
Act
of 1964. Brain working. Finally, after 17 minutes. I'm done. We're done. Thank you for listening. If you like what we said, comment about it. Tell us what you think. Tell your friends. Honestly, we need your help to get out to the people. So tell your friends about us. Link us on Facebook. I don't know what we're going to do for you yet, but if you start linking us around, we're going to start giving away stuff. Like, honestly. Yeah. And we tried that once before, and it didn't work out too well. So
nobody said their address.
We tried. Anyways, love you guys. Please keep watching, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm Jeremy.
I'm AJ.
And these are extraordinary times. Be aware. Dude, my face is